Okay, last character review. We got Roman. I've also never read any Roman skills, so let's see what we got here. So we're gonna have our first skill with Folder Blitz and Prima Gitarna. Prima Gitarna, actually an insane monster in other decks, man. So I'm looking to see the synergy that they have here with Psychics. So we got a 2K Beat Stick level 6. Alright, same as the other characters pretty much. Then we got Dark Call Draw, level 5 or 6 attribute non-legend monster in your deck. So Summon Skull or Dark Magician Girl. Next, we got Severing Psychic Wall. When an opponent's monster declares an attack targeting your face-up psychic monster, shuffle one psychic type monster from your graveyard into the deck, and the target gains 500 attack until the end of this turn. So this is not a bad card, right? It's going to make your Prima Gitarna survive any attack from a non-boosted boss monster. So it's going to survive Drageus, it's going to survive Dragonic Slayer, Dark Magician, Summon Skull, all this stuff. This card is this is the only other like real trap card in the game, right? We've got Phantom Bind, which lowers attack, but this is actually, you know, a high enough boost that it's actually going to help you out quite a lot. So maybe there is some play with Psychics, man, because this is a pretty good trap card, especially if you farm 3 of them. Next, we've got Roman Pick. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, pay 500. Send the top 3 cards of your deck to the graveyard. If a second type monster is among the card set, add 1 second type monster from the graveyard to your hand. This is pretty good, especially if you do end up pitching away your Prima Gitarna. You basically just have it instantly. And yeah, not bad. Pitching Psychics is good, especially if you know, Prima Gitarna or something like this. Not bad at all. So next, what is this skill? Life point gain can be activated if your life points is at least 2,000 or lower than your opponent's. Gain 1,000. So this is just what? Just so you can use your effect overgut and your Prima Gitarna to spam it. Not bad. I mean, we'll see if there's anything better to help you get out your Gitarna better, but if not, that's pretty good. This can only be used if the only monsters in your deck are second type monsters with 2,400 or less attack. Can be activated during the turn on turn 2 onward when you have summoned a level 2 monster. Set 1 Climax Finale or Lullaby from your deck or graveyard in your spell and trap card zone. If your life points are 1,000 or lower, you can gain 1,000. This says pay life points equal to number of psychics in your graveyard times 100, and then 1 psychic gains attack equal to that. So that's a pretty good boost spell card. We also don't have many of those in the game right now. You can also farm that card, I think, from the level up rewards. And Lullabind, I think this is also, I don't know if Lullabind is in the level ups. I'll have to, is in the farm rewards. I'll have to check. But both, yeah, Climax is here at the max level. Lullabind, I didn't, oh, it's in the box, that's why. If you have 2 or more face-up second monsters, change 1 monster your opponent controls to face down. So these are both pretty good spell cards. I definitely think, you know, these might see some play with the Psychics, I want to say, but I don't know. If you do get Prima Gitarna already, you're not going to need the boost, right? Climax Finale only really helps you in a dangerous scenario if you have, like, an absurd amount of Psychics in your grave. You would need like 8 or 10 really to boost a regular monster up to the point where it can take out a level 6 or 7 monster on the field. And Lullabind is very nice, right? 2 face-up Psychics. You know, if you draw 5, you're probably gonna have it change 1 monster face down. So this skill is not terrible. Getting Lullabind is right away is pretty good from turn 2 onwards when you summon a level 2. So the level 2, I guess you're summoning is Roman Pick, right? Yeah, level 2 or lower. You're going to use it on Roman Pick. No. When you have summoned a level 2 monster. So there's a level 2 monster that's not Roman Pick that you're going to play? What the heck? We'll have to find out what that is. Blue Medicine deal. Set 1 blue medicine, draw a card. It's like Hammer Shot, but this is like free cost. You don't, the spell isn't free cost, but it's just like gain life. So Psychic Drive, what does this say? All Psychics, pay 300. 1 face-up level 5 or higher monster on your field that was summoned this turn gains 400 attack until the end of the turn. if it's Prima Katana, you can add a level 2 Psychic normal monster from your deck, from your graveyard to your hand. Alright, so this is just going to make Prima Katana get even more boosted. Maybe if what you have is not enough, maybe if you're just going to tie with a 2500 attack point monster, then this will still get over it as well, because Prima Katana is only going to boost by 300 if your opponent only has one monster on the field, so it can only crash, so this skill will ensure that it doesn't have to crash ever. Rocket Draw, we saw that already. And Shining Superstar Draw is the last one. Can be activated before your normal draw on turn 4 onwards. If your opponent's face of level 7 or higher monster, you have no monsters, one of the monsters you draw will be Shining Superstar Prima Katana. So this is pretty good, man. And, you know, this is, in a way, it's better than the Luke skill as well, because if you're in this scenario where your opponent does summon their boss monster, Prima Katana is pretty much an out, right? As long as you, like, you know, coming in at 2200, in order for you to actually destroy a 2500 attack point monster, your opponent must have 2 monsters on the field. And if they see you playing Romin, I would like to think that they're going to play around it, right? So that would mean that their Prima Katana would not be able to swing over you. They would have to, again, settle for crashing into you. But, you know, you are going to draw a handful of cards, hopefully, if you're mitigating your resources correctly. So you might draw some other stuff to kind of boost you over the edge. Maybe you draw Lullabind, or you draw Climax Beat. I mean, the Climax card. And then you also get Prima Katana. So this also not a bad skill. If you were going to use your ticket, use it on this. This is not a bad skill. I actually think that if your opponent having a level 7 or higher monster is not a really huge restriction, just because of, you know, more often than not, that is when you're gonna want to use this skill, right? It's gonna be digging you out of that scenario where you couldn't really do anything to your opponent. They just had a stronger monster than you. Now you guaranteed will have something to deal with that, so you can push for lethal this turn. And that's all. That's basically what most strategy in this game is. Making sure you have a high attack point monster, a tribute play every turn. Every turn you have to have a tribute play or an interruption play to lower your opponent's attack points or switch them into defense. As long as you do something like that every single turn, you're good. And I think the best skills right now are the ones that allow you to do that. When you might not be guaranteed a play or an out to your opponent's board and you definitely need one, the skills that give you one, those are going to be the best skills right now. And I think that's going to be Shining Superstar Draw for sure. And Psychic Drive is also going to be kind of like that too. But I think Shining Superstar Draw is just a more definite, you know, surefire way to get the most out of that. So, yeah, guys, once again, I'm going to say Shining Superstar Draw is your go-to skill to get with your ticket. And then Psychic Drive is going to be after that. But yeah, that's Romin. And that's going to be all the characters, man. 4 characters. And, you know, look, I'm just as displeased as anyone else that the characters are level 20, we're not getting very much gems, and that the level up rewards are the same as the gate drops, right? Definitely a weird way they've chosen to go about things, and I think we're definitely going to be feeling that in the smaller card pool that we do have because of that, right? We're missing probably like 6 cards per character. That there, you know, we're missing the 3 or 4 level up rewards, then another you know, level up reward. So gate drops, level ups, we're missing cards. That's the point. So that's why things kind of feel whack right now, because a lot of decks are really going to be meshing together the same cards. So that's how I feel about the characters right now. We're kind of in a weird situation, but I just hope they kind of like start releasing stuff faster so that we don't have to feel so restricted as much later. So guys, those are my character reviews. Peace out. Check out the reviews on the box and structure decks coming out as well.